Shoes and Brews is basically collaboration of our college experiences. So 3 of the owners ran at CSU in Fort Collins, where Fort Collins is this mecca for craft beer, and it just made sense to us. We love being social, we love running, and we love craft beer. So we wanted to create this social environment where you could do both in the same place and have a craft beer side that was really focusing on Colorado brands and small breweries in general. So we're taking our 2 passions and just putting them under one roof and letting people enjoy them.
You know, I think just combining the two just made a lot of sense to me. You know, I formed a lot of relationships running in college, have some really good friends still from that, and you know, one of our favorite things to do when we would go to new cities and run meets and stuff was after the meet that day, you know, go out and check out the town that night and grab a beer or 2 to celebrate. I just think they go pretty well together.
My son came to me with the idea last spring. We're running enthusiasts and we're craft beer enthusiasts. I guess it was just an inspiration that came to his head. He's like, why couldn't we do 2 stores together instead of just picking one? So a lot of the runners' response has been like, you know, how come this hasn't happened before? You know, this was my idea. Everyone, you know, this seems like make perfect sense. So yeah, the response has been excellent.
I love it. So I live in Longmont, so I'm a local anyway. And I run with a group in Boulder normally, but I miss out on a lot of the social activities because it's too fast. I might just go into Boulder. So this is the perfect combination for me: beer and shoes. Well, I think running is pretty much a social event anyway, and of course drinking beer is a social event. So I think it makes perfect sense to pair the 2.
It's very similar to the concept that Oscar Blues loves. You know, be active and drink beer and just continue and love it. I think it absolutely could catch on. I think it's a great concept, and I think it's a really fun, unique one. You can go get all your running gear and you can then have a beer and hang out with your friends.
Currently we have 20 taps. There's pretty much beer for everyone. Right now our complete focus is staying within Colorado, and right now we're only focusing on the Front Range. Just because there's so many breweries in the Front Range that are opening right now that we haven't seen that we've been able to expand beyond the Front Range yet. So it's been really nice to kind of be a small company supporting other small companies. So most of the breweries that we carry are very small breweries that we're either their first tap outside of their tap room or their first tap in Longmont.
I like to reward myself with beer after a run rather than having to run to pay the penalty of running off the beer.
We really did want to design the tap room though in a way that even non-runners would appreciate hopefully our beer selection, and we tried to make it a cool vibe so it wasn't like too niche-y where, you know, you felt out of place if you weren't a hardcore runner.
If you're coming in to drink beer, you don't have to specifically be a runner, or if you're coming in as a runner, you don't have to be someone who loves beer. So creating the 2 spaces, but trying to continually integrate them into each other to make sure that they're still overlapping. So we're doing Thursday night social runs, so a little bit more relaxed run where you can go out and back. Typically people go from like 3 to 6 miles, but you could go longer if you wanted to. And then everybody comes back, we all kind of join forces, get your first beer half off, and then we do tons of giveaways. And then Saturday mornings, we do an assisted long run with Scratch Labs from Boulder. So we do up to 12 miles assisted, and every few miles we put out water or nutrition mix for you. So we're kind of there to support you throughout your run.
Beer and running, cheers.
To beer and running, cheers.
To beer and running, cheers.
Beer and running.